Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the BrickTalk. I'm still building the Arctic train, and Owen's building his mocks.
Yeah, I'm building a science lab, the Blacktron Science Lab.
Yeah, so in episode 3, we were talking about bulk Lego, and we're going to segue that into talking about stuff we want to do for our cities, because after episode 3, we were talking about what Owen's trying to do, and he wants to make an Earth city and an alien city.
And I've also decided I'm now using Mills plates with Technic bricks, obviously.
So let's wait for people to come on in here before we say anything relevant.
Oh yes, got to take the wood stuff.
So yeah. So do you want to say right off the bat what you're going to be doing with your mock right now?
I'm going to be basically just trying to do the layout of the flooring first. Once I've got the hang of the floor, I'll make the feet. For the lab.
Yeah, so this episode is not simulcast right now.
It isn't. How do you make it that way?
Not from my account, you can't.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'll just add it to the playlist.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because if anyone doesn't know, there is a BrickTalk playlist on both of our channels where you can watch. So it seems like you've got more interesting stuff going on with your mock right now.
Yeah. I'm also working on a transporter, the Blacktron transporter vehicle.
Hello, Copper. Probably not, because I don't build with Mixels. Huh?
Greeblings.
Yeah, Greebling. And also, I'm not sure what's going to happen later today, but I might be doing another stream with Skyrim. Depending on what he's doing. He said he wants to. He's available to do a stream. I'm letting him call the shot on his time, but we're going to be building this set with Skyrim.
Is he the one that you built the battle bus with?
No.
No, that's Brickable Cow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim's one of my Star Wars bros.
Yeah. And obviously Skyrim's a game, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Xbox game. Or PC game. You can get it on what's it called? Steam.
Can get lots of stuff on Steam.
Yeah.
Long time no see, Stud Sidious says, is the microfighter is the microfighter that made a huge amount of annoying Lego Star Wars fans crying? I guess so, because Captain Rex is an exclusive to the UCS set. Yeah, I'm not crying. I'm not crying about that, but a lot of people did. What were your thoughts about them putting the previously exclusive Rex into a really cheap set?
Who, me personally, or the guy you were
Yeah,
talking to?
yeah. What were your thoughts? Anyone's thoughts?
I was very, very surprised because obviously it's an exclusive minifigure, and it's not often they do stuff like that, you know.
Actually, I think Lego has a track record of stuff like that.
Yeah, but someone like Captain Rex, etc., is pretty freaking annoying because then it's
Oh, it's
stopping people from making for if for people that are in the money community and they just want money from buying Lego, right? And then they sell it probably 10, 15 years later when the set or the minifigures retired, right? Um, it's stopping that because Lego keeps bringing it out into multiple sets.
those are my thoughts.
Which is making it more common.
Yeah, I want pieces to be common. I don't want them to be rare.
I mean, you've got a pretty rare set.
What set?
The Bluey set.
Yeah. To learn stuff about that, go back and watch episode 3.
What was the set number? I'm gonna look on my computer.
I don't know. I don't have it near me.
Oh, what was it? A set of. That one
It was a
there.
gift. It was a gift with purchase.
Gift with purchase. Bluey set. Was it Lego Bluey and Chloe Playground Fun?
I think it it only came with one fig.
Yes, that must be it then. Yeah. Wait, that's got 2. Oh.
I guarantee if you find it online, it's not it.
Possibly not, because it's an Australian only feature, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always worth a try, you know, just in case.
Yeah, exactly. Stud Sidious is also more into mocks.
Yeah, that's good. I prefer mocks. I fucking hate mocks because, as I mentioned in multiple streams, I hate sets because I didn't make them. Somebody else did, and they just made instructions. And I'm just following them.
Yeah, I'm not a minifigure collector, so I don't care about the stocks and bonds about them.
If I wanted a minifigure, I'd just order one off eBay. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, I don't because I don't go out and buy them on their own
Yeah.
because I'm not a minifigure collector, and I
I've
wouldn't
just
want to
always,
waste. And I wouldn't want to waste my life. I wouldn't want to waste my life to be one.
yeah, I've just ordered some Blacktron minifigures, the old ones. It comes with a Blacktron, a Blacktron mutant, the old one, the old one, the one with the old print on the astronaut helmet. And then you get some Galaxy Squad minifigures, some Alien Conquest, which is pretty good. I think you get 15 minifigures for £30.
How
What do you mean? How is it just like the price?
how
How is it so? What do you mean by how?
yeah, how you buying them?
How? Oh, on eBay.
Okay. Yeah, because like the only time I will go out and buy a minifigure on its own is if I wanna, well, is if I don't, is if I'm trying to meet a store minimum, or I'm trying to meet a shipping threshold, or I'm trying to meet enough money to get a promo, whatever.
Oh
Or
yes,
if
that's why
you,
you
or if you, or
want.
if you, or if you spend X amount of money, then you get cash back, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, now I understand the question.
Exactly, the prices are crazy.
They are crazy for some minifigures. Yeah, realistic.
Yeah, so I'm building the Arctic train, and Owen's building a space mock.
Don't know. Should it be a space base? You reckon, or should it just be a lab?
I would make it just to be a single purpose. Yeah, I think the only reason keychains sell at all is so people can get free shipping and gift with purchases.
That's pretty useful. So you can just buy a keychain and get a gift for purchase.
Well, no, to get the money to qualify for it.
Oh, right, I understand. Yeah, because they use insider points, don't they?
That doesn't have to do with thresholds.
Ew. Again, I'm not. I don't purchase sets, so I'm not totally clued up on that shit. You know.
Yeah, people can talk about all the crazy price minifigures they want.
And obviously, I always buy Lego bulk with 10 minifigures because it's great. You get 10 kilogram and 10 minifigures for £104, which I give. I probably care more about the bulk than I do the figures. But obviously, I want figures for the city, so it's the only reason why I'm buying them. Once Mill's plate is now finished.
So I think right now we're building more of the snowy mountain. Yeah, there are people who treasure their minifigures.
I mean, I've got a lot of minifigures. Oh, yeah. These are all my minifigures for those who are interested. They're all like the Lego box, you know, the one that comes with the Lego brick lid. Because then now you can actually almost see the size, right? And how deep it is. And they're all full minifigures, as you can see. I mean, most of them are anyway. But do I ever go in this bin? Probably not. Because a lot of it's just characters I wouldn't use in a mock.
Yeah, and it's the ones that you least expect that increase the most in value.
I mean, I've got a couple of rare minifigures. But I'm not interested in selling them, so, you know.
Me neither, which is why I don't brag about it.
Yeah, to me, it's just fucking, it's just a character, you know what I mean? Literally a minifigure. I don't care, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, granted, I only bought this set for the minifigure, but I have video plans for it.
Yeah.
Almost any set I buy is because I know specific videos I want to make about it.
That's good. Planning yourself ahead.
Yeah, which is why I don't watch those streams. I can't stomach it anymore. Some of those people need to touch grass.
I think I need to touch grass. I don't remember the last time I went out.
See, I have AstroTurf in my backyard, so I can touch grass whenever I want to.
Unofficial grass, but yes. As in, like, football, AstroTurf, that kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I once knew somebody that thought it was real grass, and they lawnmowed it.
Yeah. People will always mindlessly complain about a whole bunch of stupid shit.
Like, this guy started fucking lawnmowing his AstroTurf.
Why?
Mental.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, because he was dumb. He didn't realize it was Astro. He thought it was real grass.
Wow.
I know, man. I know. Some crazy people around here where I live. There's some crazy people.
The reason why you'd buy AstroTurf is because you don't want to buy a lawnmower.
Yeah. This fucking guy went ahead and bought both, didn't he?
That's just so dumb.
I know, man. I know. As I say, mate, there's some crazy people out there.
But not as crazy as the people in chat right now.
Yep.
No, the chat's awesome. Actually, what are the people saying? You need to smuggle me and Aussie water dragon. Don't know what that is. Some regions they run around like squirrels. We can't get them in the US. But if you collab with Skyway, you get to hear him rant about helmet holes on the figs. Yes, that's why I want to do a stream with Skyway, is because I like to hear him air out his laundry about Star Wars.
Hey, Mayo, I'm just going to be back in a second. I'm going to go and get a drink.
Yeah.
Because as I say, I've just woken up, so I've got to dry mouth.
Yeah, I don't know squat about most animals, except that I don't want to go near them. I just want to see something. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so if there's any, so Owen's doing stuff for his alien city, and eventually I'm going to incorporate some of the parts for this snowy mountain into my real mountain. I haven't even started building the mountain yet. But the tunnel for this thing might be the start of the tunnel on my mountain. I know I want the mountain to be a blend of light and dark grey, but I don't know how I want to build it yet. And in this build, there's a trans light blue 1x2 slope brick, which I think is new to my collection. I've never seen that piece before. And we're about halfway through bag 5. Oh, we have to build another one of these rocky slopes.
I don't know how I'm going to build the feet. Because I don't fancy building another mill's plate. I don't want to be building a mill's plate on a mill's plate, you know?
Yeah, that's why I don't bother with Mills plates.
It just helps with the sturdiness of these flimsy base plates, you know? The only reason why I'm building them. And so that I can clip them all together afterwards. You know, all the base plates.
If they don't do something with vintage Lego, normally I don't do it.
I've got another 17 of these base plates to build, which I'm going to have to fucking get a load more bricks and a lot more thickness bricks. And I just fill it with, you know, like in here, I literally just fill it with mega blocks.
Yeah, because if you're not gonna see it, then you can use whatever.
Yeah.
I know some people that use some of the old Tycho blocks inside of their mills.
Tycho blocks.
Tycho.
Oh, Tycho. Yeah.
If you remember Tycho, then you get a veteran's discount. Oh, whoopsie, I forgot. Actually, yeah, that did go there. I didn't forget about it.
You mean
it's hard
Tycho
to read some of these.
Mayo.
Hmm?
Do you mean Tycho mini bricks?
No. Tyco. Tyco.
Oh, it's got a C. Not okay.
Tyco.
Tico.
Tyco.
Oh, sorry. Y and I sound the same letter. Dyslexic. Sorry. The old bricks. Tyco Super Block.
Yeah, that's why I try not to put things on base plates. I try to have them freestanding.
Wait, what's the issue? What did he say?
Do you have the chat open?
No, because I'm only using my phone.
Weren't you having problems with
Wait,
your phone yesterday?
Yeah, but I fixed it. I fixed the issue.
Yeah, you said you were
As you
going
can
to
see,
use
I've just done something.
your laptop to read chats.
Yeah, kind of. Because I can actually mute my computer. So if I join the live stream on my computer, I can read the chat.
Yeah, because sometimes when I'm using two computers, if I want to get like a low angle, I just have one open to zoom down and one open not in studio. You don't need to have it in. You don't need to have it in the studio. You just need to be able to read.
Yeah,
So
like
I'm
I did
not going to
yesterday.
add it. Yeah, so I'm not going to add it to the studio. Yeah, Stud really likes the Vampire Castle.
Oh, it sucks though if you want to
Yeah,
build something like this.
that conversion takes a while.
It's impossible to convert the modular from the original.
Yeah, conversion takes a while, which is why I don't even bother.
Yeah, that would take a while.
Yeah, I don't ever plan on doing anything with mills
No.
for all of the reasons some people complain about it.
I'm drinking something I haven't drunk in years. Ribena.
I haven't drunk that in years either.
Mm. Very sweet at the back of my throat.
I don't know why, but I just don't like. I just don't like the taste of it for the amount of sugar that's in it. If something's gonna have a whole lot of sugar, I want to actually taste the sugar.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what's the point of having sugar in something if you can't taste it?
Make it addictive.
Yeah, which is why I don't need to buy it. I used to see people drinking Ribena, and then I tried it, and it was like, and it's like I would much rather other types of juices.
Yeah, yeah. And fresh juice as well, stuff like orange juice and apple juice, you know? It's a lot healthier. And then plus it's got natural sugars in as well.
Yeah, that's why I drink smoothies.
Yeah. And that's something I've got a lot of knowledge about is dietary and stuff. And food. I know a lot about food and stuff, you know?
Yeah, which is why I stopped ordering ice with my soft drink, because the ice would just take away all of the flavor from whatever sugar was in it.
Yeah, because it dilutes it, right?
Because if I'm going to have orange crush, I don't want that orange crush to turn into orange water, because the sugar is still there.
Yeah. Just making sure this is all down properly before I start building the legs. So, trying to get some inspiration from Lego Classic Space. The
Sets
legs.
like the message into sets like the message intercept base.
Yeah, the intergalactic command base and stuff like that, that
Yeah,
use these for the legs.
I have a bunch of them from a hospital set.
Yeah, I've got a lot of them from boats. Some old Lego City boats, I'm pretty sure. But again, I just get pieces like this in bulk, so they're not all from boats, but I've got a good couple of them. Good handful. I poured all my bulk onto my floor so I could dig through it, and I found a shitload more crystals.
So the alien's gonna use that for energy.
For the weaponry, yeah, weapons. So they're going to be mining for crystals to make weapons. Which, in that case, I should be also building a barracks for where they build the weapons. A weaponry barracks. Which shouldn't be too hard to do, right? Because I know.
Sidious remember those pieces.
Yeah, that intergalactic command base is only £195. It's not too bad for it being classic space, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why my parents let me take over the whole of the garage. So can you see the screen right now?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Okay. They have a whole lot of these icicles. Yeah, so if there's anything that anyone in chat wants to talk about, I can answer it to the best of my ability.
Ooh, that's pretty sick. Somebody made a Millennium Falcon out of the classic space colors and the pieces.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people do that.
Pretty cool. With the space prints on the 2x4 angled bricks, sloped bricks. Which has made it more look like a UFO more than a Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get around to that later. Ah, here's that other piece. See, it's so annoying when I go to build something and pieces end up hiding underneath others.
Oh yes, I get you. I get that feeling. Not from sets, from mock building, because my table's usually flooded in pieces. I know every single piece that's on this table. There's about 300 pieces, but I know every piece that's on this table. You have to be a mock builder because you just have to remember where everything is, you know?
And I forgot to put a slope somewhere.
See, Classic Space also use those old table pieces.
What tables?
The 2x2 version of these.
Yeah. Well, they were used for more than just tables.
Yeah, but it looks like a table, so you know.
They were used for landing gear, and they were used for some of the structure. They had a lot of useful pieces.
Which I don't own any of those pieces. I thought I had, but I do not.
I'm losing where some of this needs to go. Oh, you can finally walk again. Hooray.
An 8080 out of Classic Space pieces. That's cool.
And this has gone somewhere. Oh yeah, this is supposed to go back here. There's an icicle that dropped off. Where does this go? There's a snow cap that's missing. And I don't know what that piece goes to. This is not very stable. I don't know where this is supposed to go. But there's this snow cap that's supposed to go somewhere. I just don't know where.
Don't know where.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to go on the side here. There we go. So these make up 2 sides of the tunnel.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. What have you got? Is that the mountain?
Yeah, this is the mountain.
That's cool. I like how they've used the transparent window pieces on the sides.
Yeah, that's to represent a waterfall.
Yeah, it's those curved ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those.
Now we've got to open bag 6.
Yeah, a good couple of those actually. Yeah. These pieces here.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, I own quite a lot of those. Got a lot of blue cockpits. I got no clue on what I should use them for. Because Blacktron doesn't use any transparent blue pieces, do they?
No, it's trans neon green
Yeah.
or trans yellow.
Depending on what Blacktron series we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
There's been 3 different series. Obviously, there's been 2 different series, building series. There's been the old yellow one, transparent yellow. Then they've got that trans neon green.
Yeah. Good morning, Johnny.
Johnny G. Hello, Johnny G.
Okay, I'm opening bag 6. There's some boulders in this bag.
$5:42 a.m. Super fun.
Yeah, it's 5:12 a.m. for me.
Yeah, for me it's 8:42 p.m. Wait, in fact, I'm just. Oh, Johnny G's just said your paper bag is triggering.
Yeah, noise.
Yeah, I'm just gonna schedule a stream for tomorrow. Just go on my stream, YouTube. I'm not too bothered about the title. I should be, but I'm not.
Oh yeah. I'm not reading the instructions right because of the bad lighting. Yeah, there's a lot of sarcasm involved.
I hate paper bags, but what I don't understand is sometimes they still use plastic bag. So what?
Yeah, it depends on
What's,
where the factory is.
yeah. So like, why do they still use paper? Why do they use paper? Like,
Because that's what
is
they
it
have in their inventory.
because it's plastic? I mean, because it's plastic, so they changed the
No,
paper.
yeah, they changed it.
But was it because of the animals?
I don't know why, but they changed.
Because if it is, right, Lego's made of plastic, and they didn't turn that into paper.
Yeah, if someone in the comments knows why, they can tell us. Well, I don't know what types of papers can or can't be recycled, but I just keep them with my cardboard. I'm sure making I'm sure the cost of throwing away wax paper is less than the cost of throwing away plastic, because you're not just thinking about the end result, you're thinking about the manufacturing. Yes, it's the Arctic train.
What's your favorite Lego set?
The metro liner.
The Metro Liner. Holy shit, that's an old set.
It is 1991.
Yep. 455 4558. The batch number.
Yeah, that's because you start with the snowy mountain.
If you enjoy my content, content, consider getting a like, subscribe button. I'm so fucking fast at typing keys. Keyboard keys. We're talking 90 words a minute.
Oh, there's some string in this bag.
I'm also going to see if my money is came back.
From that refund thing.
Yeah. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Good.
Yeah, you gotta wait a couple days.
Yeah, it came back. It came back. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna save. I'm just gonna save. Just save a lot of money, so that I can buy pieces, minifigures there and then. You know.
Yeah, and with all the events from Lego.com, I've been buying sets left, right, and center.
Yes, and also the Amazon prices have dropped down to 30% off, 20% off because of Prime Day, isn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Which is why Lego's
Speaking
trying to
about
compete. Which is why Lego's trying to compete with them.
yeah, I'm thinking about with this mock, right, that I'm building, instead of having one big platform, right? Why can't how about it being multiple platforms to the lab, you know?
Yeah, you could build it either way.
Because the old classic space hasn't got a lot of detail in their build. But when I mock build, I use a lot of details and greeblings, which you're aware of because you always comment. on my builds.
Yeah.
So, are you a fan of my Blacktron alien?
Oh, I haven't seen enough of the project yet.
No, this one here, like the character, the minifig.
Yeah, it's a nice crossover.
Yeah. You know what? It's difficult with this minifigure is the arms. You know, because he's got double arms on one side. It's difficult when I'm going to build a mech for this minifigure. And because the alien, the other foot, sorry, the other foot sticks out at the back. So it's more of a one stud. I can't use it the way I normally would, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of problems we go through with some of the math of Lego.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost done with this bag, and I want to end at this episode after this bag.
Oh, you want to keep it to an hour?
Yeah, I want to keep this short today because I've got a busy day ahead of me.
Yeah. No worries, man.
So
No worries.
yeah, so the end. So yeah, so with the mock that you're building, how are you going to incorporate that into your alien city?
How am I going to incorporate it?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be one of the main builds that is going to be used in the city. The research lab. So then they can do research on different kinds of crystals and some abilities the crystals do. Right? And then they're going to turn them into weapons. So then they're going to use those weapons to then battle or invade Earth.
Like what they did with the alien conquest.
Yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
also going to be introducing power miners when I build my cave.
So you're just
But
trying to build as many random buildings to populate that alien city.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of like how I'm trying to build sets, which I think I can incorporate into my city. And with what I was saying earlier, so you see how that snowy mountain creates a tunnel.
Yeah.
Well, I'll need to make a tunnel like this for the mountain in my city, and using arches. Like, I'll be repurposing this snowy mountain to get these big ugly rock pieces and these grey slopes and these curved arches for the entrance for the tunnel that'll go underneath the mountain.
Yeah.
Because I can't use this in the city, and I probably can't use the research. Sorry, I probably can't use the supply station either. I don't know why this isn't going on right. This is dumb. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to go like this. That's why. I don't think I'll be able to incorporate this into my city. But what I do want to do is I want to have some kind of a science station at the top of my mountain, and so I want to change the shape of this to be for it, because there's going to be a mine inside of the mountain, and I don't know. I want some kind of sciencey thing. I don't want an observatory or anything, but I do want something sciencey. And I might end up putting that next to radio wave towers on the top of the mountain. I'm considering lots of ideas. There's a bunch of things I want to put on top of the mountain
Yeah.
for Easter eggs in my city, and this tunnel will serve as good inspiration when I build that mountain for my city.
I've got a question. Does this seem too big for a city? This build?
I don't think anything is ever too big for a city. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how
It's
big the
only
buildings are.
something only feels too big in my mind if it starts to overpower everything else within the city.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it looks like the right size for you, right? But
Yeah,
again,
not
I'm gonna
everyone.
have to buy a shitload more bulk.
Yeah, not everyone has the same size of city.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a shitload more bulk for the amount of pieces because 10 kilogram might look like a lot, but in the bigger picture of things, a lot of those are just plates and tiles. You know?
Yeah, and also
In,
yeah, and something that I also have to think about in my city is with all the sets I have in my backlog, I need to start figuring out how I want to incorporate them into the city because most oftentimes when I buy a set, it's to put in a layout of some type, and
yeah,
I've got stuff coming in. I've got sets coming in the mail that I want to try and incorporate into my city. And when I say incorporate sets into my city, I mean take the set and make it look kind of vintage so that it fits in with all the other vintage stuff I have in my city. There's a lot of changes I end up having to make to sets to make them look like they can just barely fit in with vintage Lego.
yeah. I've just ordered yesterday the mothership.
For Alien Conquest.
Yes, it comes with tracks. You know, like train tracks.
Yeah, the narrow gauge tracks.
Yeah, for the outer rim of the UFO,
Yeah.
which is basically a stand.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do stuff with the string and these boulders on my own time. You get you get three of these boulders in here.
I think I paid around £30 for it, which it's worth over £200.
Yeah, that sounds like a good price for that. That sounds more
Yeah,
like what it cost back in 2011.
yeah, I got it for £30, but on it, people are selling it for 180, something
Yeah,
close to 200. You know,
exactly. So do
people.
you have any final thoughts before we say goodbye?
Um, just thanks for watching, and please hit the like and subscribe button on both of our channels, as it's highly appreciated. Um, and may the mock builds be with you.
Exactly. So thanks for watching, everyone. It is appreciated whether you were live or here on replay. We're about to go. Should have been here an hour ago. If anyone ever wanted to see what we had to say live, thank you for tuning up at the last minute. General Tron, we'd be glad to see you on the replay gang if you decide to do that. So thanks for watching, everyone. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I'm going to go and prepare to film some more videos before I go back to grad school because I got my bookshelf built so I can do stuff with that now. Yay. Go subscribe to Owen the LEGO Master and follow him on Instagram. Links in the description below. So I will see you on the next live stream, which may or may not be a stream with Skywin today, and Owen is also scheduling his own streams. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next live stream, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.